Today, we're cooking these beautiful pieces of fish. Codfish is what I'm using now. I like the flaky texture that it has. I love it because it doesn't fall apart when you're cooking it, unless you overcook it, which is harder with this fish because it feels like a stronger fish, like a salmon, not like the tilapia. First, we're gonna start with light avocado spray. Why avocado oil? Well, cod is naturally lean, and this oil is gonna help it to keep it moist while cooking. So it's gonna create a perfect base for the seasoning to stick to, so every bite is packed with flavor. Next, we're gonna add some freshly ground pink Himalayan salt. Unlike regular table salt, this one contains natural minerals that enhance the fish's delicate taste without overpowering it. Just a light sprinkle to bring everything together. Now, dried cilantro leaves. Cilantro has a unique citrusy aroma that pairs beautifully with this seafood, giving the cod a herbal touch without being too strong. Just a small amount does the trick. Trust me, I'm not gonna use any fresh cilantro here because it's gonna cook for so long that the cilantro is not gonna taste different if it's natural. If you wanna add natural cilantro, I would recommend to add it at the final. Freshly ground black pepper goes in next. Trust me, I love black pepper because it goes with everything. I love it. Always grind it fresh. It makes a big difference. Now, let's bring in some color and smokiness with paprika. This spice does more than just look good. It adds a mild, sweet, and a slightly smoky flavor that complements the fish's natural taste. It also helps give the cod a beautiful golden color when cooked. Next, garlic salt. Because honestly, what's better than garlic? It brings a rich, umami-packed flavor that enhances everything around it. This ingredient ties everything together, making sure no bite is bland. And finally, cayenne pepper. A little goes a long way. We're adding just enough to introduce a gentle warmth that lingers without overpowering the dish. It gives the cod that perfect finishing touch. Let's start off with medium-high heat, adding more avocado oil and real butter. Remember that all the products that I use, the link is down below for the HexClad products. So make sure you have all the buttery flavor here. Here I'm gonna add all the fish one by one, making sure all the surfaces of the fish are in contact with the pan. We're looking to get that nice golden brown crust outside that we all love. Just like the steaks, you need to sear it before, and it's gonna be so soft in the middle. Let's get it cooking for about 8 minutes per side because it's a thick piece of fish, and mine was a little frozen still, so make sure you don't make that mistake. Let's start off with the foundation of a good Mexican white rice, garlic and onion. These two ingredients, they might be simple, but trust me, they're the main ingredient for everything. First, grab 3 or 4 garlic cloves. Give them a quick smash to loosen the skin, peel them and chop them up nice and fine. No need for perfection. Just small enough to spread that rich garlic flavor throughout the dish. Now onto the white onion. Cut it in half, remove the outer layer, and start dicing. The key here is to chop it fine so it blends right into the rice as it cooks, giving that subtle sweetness and extra depth of flavor. And here's a little tip. If you want a milder onion taste, you can soak the diced onion in the water for a few minutes before cooking it. But honestly, when it hits the pan, it's all about that rich golden caramelization. Now let's check the fish. This is looking good. Look all those juices around the fish. It's gonna keep it moist and nice. Now let's move forward with the most important thing for me. I love rice. Sometimes I feel like I'm Asian, but I think it's not too good for us. But carbs are good, but you need to go to the gym too to burn it. Anyways, let's move forward with the onions, diced onions on some real butter with the garlic to get the golden garlic and onions that we love. I love this combination. It goes with everything in every kitchen. I don't know any kitchen that don't use it, honestly. Now I'm gonna just fry this rice for a little bit before cooking it, and I'm gonna add a little bit more butter because I like this buttery flavor. Of course, you can tell. And let's move it a little bit so it doesn't burn. If you cook 1 cup of rice, you're gonna need twice the quantity of rice. So 2 cups of water or chicken broth. In this case, I'm using a little bit more because I like it moist and nice. But you can use as much as you want. Some people say, hey, I use less water or I use a little bit more, and it works for me. So if it works for you, don't listen to me. Just do it the way you want it. Now we're gonna peel off some potatoes. I love these potatoes, honestly. They're way better than the ones we use in Mexico, or they're not better. They're just better for frying. I love these potatoes. Like, I don't remember the name of the potatoes, but in Mexico we use the golden skin potatoes. Those are not too good for frying. If you want to get French fries, this potato is the way. At the final, when it was like 2 or 3 minutes left for the rice, I added this canned vegetables, the corn and the green peas and the carrots. Now I'm gonna get some water because I'm gonna cook some lentils too, if you didn't know. These lentils, I'm gonna cook them in a Mexican way. As you see here, I'm just gonna use a little bit, not too much because we're only 2. And I need a lot of salt. I'm gonna use a little bit more than probably what you use at home. Now let's continue with some fine onions. And now we're gonna do here is a little bit of like pico de gallo. You know what is that? So this we're gonna saute for the lentils because the lentils are gonna get all these flavors of the onions and the tomatoes and the cilantro and the jalapenos if you want to. But now I'm not adding any spice to it because I have a little kid that I want to give these lentils. Lentils are good. I think they're better than the beans. And the special ingredient for these lentils is the bacon. Honestly, I don't like to use a cheap bacon, and because I don't like to get only grease. Cheap bacon, it's only grease. I saw this great value brand that it was like almost the same price as this one, but it was only fat. I didn't like it. I like this, meaty bites. Let's get my Hexclad pan that I love and I use for everything. I'm not gonna add any oil because, of course, all the bacon fat is better. And people say it's even better than any oil, any vegetable oil. Look at that. It's perfection. It's crispy and it's so good. I don't know why bacon is so good. All the pork is so good, honestly. We're going to get like a little bit of, I told you, like a saute of all these onions and garlic and tomatoes together to add it where our lentils are ready. So that's going to be the final touch for it. So you're just going to cook it thoroughly. And then we're gonna add some tomato sauce. This brand is my favorite, of course, because it's the Mexican brand. I like it. Garlic salt, of course, it goes with everything. You can also add oregano, black pepper. I forgot to record it when I was adding the oregano and a little bit of thyme. I also added some cumin to it because the cumin, it goes with all the lentils and beans, in my opinion. Now let's move with this russet potatoes that we're gonna be frying. We're looking for 350 Fahrenheit degrees. That's the perfect temperature to fry fries, of course, or anything fried. So be careful. Don't drop them all at once. Go slow. Go easy on them. Try to move them around so they don't stick together. These are way better than the fries that you get at McDonald's or somewhere else. Here, I'm just using a little bit of lemon pepper to season them, but you can use whatever you want. Now we're gonna move forward with this salad that I'm gonna be making. It's a little bit like a Greek salad, but it doesn't have all the Greek ingredients because, of course, we don't like it. But it's just a way to call it. You can call it whatever you want. It's just a salad. I feel like it's great because we're using this red onions or purple onions. Anyways, I like these cherry tomatoes too because they're like a little bit of sweetness. They have this sweetness that the big ones doesn't. The other ones for me are like acid. Here I'm just gonna slice them up all. You can dice them, but I feel like this is the perfect texture for for a salad, you know, different textures. You have the romaine lettuce that is like big chunks, all crispy, and the big ass cucumbers, the slices of red onions, and the small cherry tomatoes with this Italian dressing is the perfect complement for the fish and the rice. It's gonna be so good, I promise. Trust me. Now, as I told you, we're gonna add this I don't know how to call it, but you know, all the tomato and whatever I did here. I'm gonna call it as goodness because it's what it is for me. I added the cilantro, a lot of cilantro because I love fresh cilantro. But this is the perfect time to add it at the final when it's like 5 minutes left, so it doesn't lose all the flavor. It's gonna taste. You're gonna still taste the flavor of the cilantro. Trust me. A little bit of tomato sauce for the color, and that's it. We're done with these lentils. They're gonna be so good. Trust me. Now it's time to taste. Están bien ricas. Look at that plate. You don't get any plate like this anywhere in restaurants, you know, like Mexican food restaurants. Or if you get it, it's gonna be expensive, like 30 or 40 bucks. And when you save money, you can make like 3 or 4 plates with this, like this. So let's just give it a try. Look at the rice, how fluffy it looks. It's nothing, it's just like perfect. The fish. You definitely gotta make this at home. The salad, fresh. You know what ingredients are in there. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video. Thank you.